Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today I am going to read out to the article on Atheism as a Way of Life written by Keith S. Cornish, the President Atheist Foundation of Australia. That anyone desire information on the value system of atheists is prima facie evidence that atheists are presumed to be different. It is therefore appropriate that consideration should be given to the commonly accepted value systems before the atheist viewpoint is put forward. A pecking order is common in the animal kingdoms and becomes more highly developed as the mental powers become more sophisticated. In family life, the code of behavior may be dictated by the dominant male or female or sometimes by a dual approach. With the development of tribal life, the bravest and strongest assumed the mantle of authority. The one with more heads, scalps, wives, cattle, etc. became the chieftain. It was a small step to kings and lineage, to armies and the ability to physically enforce the rules of the ruler. Sometimes it was the mostly wily who managed to be top dog, and occasionally it was the most wise who adjudicated when problems arose, though often they played second fiddle to the bully boy. Obviously, rulers are necessary to enable people to live together in society. Imagine driving in our roads and freeways without road rules, or running a restaurant without hygiene standards. This leads to the question of who or what should lay down the rules and who or what should ensure that they are being observed. To the Greeks belonged the honor of conceiving the idea of democracy as an alternative to a single authority. The Greek model was very narrow, with only a segment of society being deemed worthy of participating. It took well over 2000 years of women to be given to the right to partake in our political process of election, and they are still excluded from many institutions and societies. The British can claim the honor of clipping the wings of the absolute monarch who claimed to rule by divine right and to begin the process which has led to the parliaments of today. We elect our representatives to formulate both our laws and rules of general behavior and the procedures to be followed when they are disobeyed. We are all very much aware of the consequences of when society reverts to one man or a limited clique dictating the rules and having the ability to enforce them. For 4,000 years, there have been men who have attempted to set forth rules to ensure that society functioned equitably for all. The first recorded of these was the Babylonian king Hammurabi 2300 BC, whose laws were found engraved in cuneiform script. He has been identified with Amraphel of Genesis. The 10 commandments of the biblical Moses may well have had their source in this ancient code. The Greeks produced many outstanding philosophers whose ideas have found a place in our laws and methods in determining the most appropriate way of resolving problems. The Roman Empire required a very wide range of laws, and they form the basis of laws today. Many of the myths and laws of Hebrews came from their neighbors, usually as a result of them being captives in powerful empires. To give authority to their rules, the priests declared that the chief god Yahoo was the author and hence that the laws are binding. Confucius, 500 BC, whose teachings were enshrined as a religion, was one of a long line of philosophers extending to the present day. Philosophies which purported to have supernatural backing often gave rise to particular religions, especially when given written form and considered sacred. The Vedas, 1000 BC, parts of the Old Testament 500 BC, the New Testament 500 AD, the Quran 650 AD, and the Book of Mormon 21st September 1823, etc. And from here, we shall continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to this channel Positive Atheism and activate the bell icon. Please download Samaram multi-channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.